Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast with your host Obiseso Ifeoluwa, Yoruba Just Boy, and with me here I have
Femi, the Geniusgrapher.
the Geniusgrapher is back from that episode, back by popular demand, and today we have a very special episode for you guys. Trust me, this episode is going to slap
Going
like
to be a
your mother.
banger,
Exactly, like
like
knockouts during Christmas.
knockout during Christmas. Banger
Yeah,
boys.
and okay, before we talk about banger first, um, welcome again. If you're a new listener, welcome to a podcast where we talk about everything and anything as it affects the average Nigerian youth. And if you're an old listener, then you already know we'll be here serving juicy content all day. See, the only people that serve more juicy content than this podcast right now are OnlyFans creators. I'm not even capping. And please continue to share, like, subscribe, tell your friends to tell your friends to tell their friends, tell everybody, tell everybody, tell everybody. So thank you for all your support and welcome back to another banger episode. Now we're talking about banger. Do you know that in my life I've never had the courage to light a banger? Like somebody told me that. You know that era where they just put that in their teeth and light it? Those guys that had mind.
Yeah.
They said blew somebody's teeth off. Then one said that somebody was holding it and he blew his fingers off. And those things, I just never had the courage. Were you ever able to light it?
Yeah, so banger boys. We did terrorize command with that thing because
To be fair.
we used to go and like buy it before Christmas that time in like packs. I think
Yeah.
that's why my father had to start taking us to Kaduna for Christmas because we were too rogue in that Jos side. We'll be joining boys
Ah,
that and soldiers are always looking for us. So they're always looking for us to quarrel us and want us to
normally,
stop.
normally. Now, how you go?
Nah.
How you this thing banger for military base? You want to give soldier PTSD? See this guy. Like true now.
Only for
Uh,
those that have the mind.
yeah. For to be fair, somebody once dashed me one, and I couldn't light it. I threw it away. I was just so scared. Up to now, I cannot light it. Though. Like I'm
What
not
of rocket?
just.
What of rocket?
Yeah, I've seen somebody light a rocket before. I've seen rockets, but I've not had the courage to light it. See, guy, anything that will remove my front teeth, I'm not interested.
But rocket is
Like
going up now.
still on still, guy. I feel like I'm that kind of person. You know, that kind of person where everybody's doing it, but the day where I go do something go wrong.
Yeah, the
Like,
kind of person that when rain is not falling, thunder can fire you.
you get. So I don't want to give fate a chance. You get. We'll do what as in. I'm just doing my best to avoid any
There's no
kind of
sock
movie
away, but you
scenario.
still fall inside sock away.
You get. Before we get into the whole stuff, how was your week? What were you up to this?
This was a very, very eventful week. Eventful by, I mean, this Abuja street is not funny. Let's start from that. But before we get
Yeah,
to that, I was sick. I don't know if malaria and fever were fighting who would take over my body, but
yeah. The
God.
last episode I had to Olu mentioned that he was sick. It be like say God don't they give him a signs. Start to get your affairs in order.
No, I'm much better now. My week was really great. I have been working on research jobs, photography gigs. It has been really, really great. By the way, if you're in Abuja, you need photo session. You can book me
Yeah.
ahead. You're going to have a wonderful time. The best photographer in the world is talking to you right now. You're welcome.
Yeah, mind. Yeah, yeah, my week this
How
week,
was your
like
week? How was your week?
my week was probably one of the worst fucking weeks I've ever had in my
Oh
life.
my god.
I'm not even kidding. So to start off this week, my inhaler finished,
Wow.
and
That thing that is
I,
blood money now.
I decided to go and buy a new inhaler. This inhaler cost 5,000 naira. As at the time when I
Before or
started
now?
using it, cost 3,000 naira. No, the last time I bought it was 5,000 naira.
Okay.
My guy, I reached all the pharmacies in this Jalingo, and guy, no pharmacy had. Only one pharmacy had the inhaler. And then I entered the place and they were like, it's 30,000 naira.
Eh?
Guy, I nearly passed out. I'm not even kidding. You know this guy, I thought like after he tells me like 30,000 naira, then he'll be like,
Be like,
April Fool, look at your
I'm just
face.
joking.
I was waiting for the April Fool, and I
Where's
realized
where's where's the
by
camera?
November, exactly by November, this guy
Where's
is
the
serious.
camera? Is this a
And
prank?
he's evil. He's clearly not joking about money.
Wow.
This guy said 30K, and I'm like, is somebody insane? Is somebody trying to rip me off?
Are you
And then,
are you buying oxygen tank?
hmm, imagine I had to explain I don't want to buy the whole carton, and they said almost that. I now had to confirm. Then I found out that GSK, I don't know if it's GSK that manufacture it, that they have left Nigeria.
Wow.
Our leaders are fucking up. Oh. So apparently, all these companies are leaving Nigeria because earning in
Yeah,
naira is profitable.
it's not
So a lot of
profitable,
them
and
are,
then
yes, they are all
tax.
packing up and leaving.
They're
Yes,
also
and the tax and
taxing them.
everything. Yes. So apparently, somebody even told me I was lucky. In Lagos, it's 45K, and in some places, it's 60,000.
So all of you that cannot breathe well, you can die now.
My guy, I had to, if I shout out to my mom, Mama, I love you so much.
We love you,
Like,
mama.
I called my mom, and in this fuel scarcity and everything, she found inhalers for me. I sent part of the money, she covered the rest. She rebuilt this to me. I think I informed her about this on like Thursday. By Saturday, my inhaler was with me here.
Mothers are
Almost.
superheroes. Hallelujah.
The worst thing is, I told my dad about it, and this nigga was acting casual as if it was not a matter of life and death. He's acting chill. This guy who has the mind to travel. He traveled. And my mom was worrying, always calling, hope you're okay, hope you're okay. See, I said it in the last episode, man. Hold your parents tight, especially your moms, man. Nobody will love you like your mom. My mom came to for. On that note, I just want, and the inhaler she sent, that is even more expensive. As in, it's not as expensive, obviously, as the 30K, but it's more expensive than what I'm used to. So
Hmm.
I posted about it today. If you smoke a cigarette near me, I will collect that cigarette and put it in your throat.
Then
And,
you close the mouth and put the person head inside water.
and if you smoke shisha near me, I will open that shisha and pour the liquid on you and put the charcoal in your trouser. I'm not even kidding.
Very
Bro,
very
like,
creative. I like that.
thank you very much, boss. Like, in this whole month, I'd planned on spending 5K on getting an inhaler, and I ended up spending close to 30,000 to get 3 inhalers. I just had to ensure that just in case of scarcity, I have more
Yeah.
inhalers.
Yeah.
And then, bro, here's the fucked up part. I was getting home that day, I was fuming. And somebody that I had not spoken to in like how many months DM'd me. And I was like, sorry, please, who is this? You get, and then he sent me a picture. And I was like,
Oh
oh, how
God.
far now? And then he's like, I beg, he needs a favor from me. I've not replied to today. In my family, yeah, man.
You know that
Okay,
there are some people that just have this mental image that you have money.
bro, guy, like because I'm not ranting all over and on my status. So, And then, oh, yeah, I went to the markets today because I've been craving ogbono and I decided to cook ogbono. You are aware.
best
That is why we're
best in
recording
chef
this late.
duties.
Thank you,
Best
boss,
in
man.
chef
Husband
duties.
material, man. Guy, so I decided, oh yeah, my spaghetti has finished. Let me buy some more spaghetti. Spaghetti is fucking 700.
You
Spaghetti of 150, 700.
welcome to
Tinubu,
welcome
big.
to enjoy your weekend.
And that guy that was saying, guys, it is like 12:30 in the morning, and that he was not sleeping. Man, but I don't want to say something that DSS will come and carry me.
Guy,
But
fuck
man,
all of
our
them and they are
leaders, you
rich.
guys fix up. Please fix up. Bro, like I've spent so much money. Like the things I'm spending on has not changed, but I have spent
Yes.
so much
Yes.
money.
You cannot take 25K to the market. What are you looking
Bro,
for?
what is 25K? What do they
What are you
call,
looking
guy?
for? What are you
What do
looking
they
for?
call? Guy, to buy the basics, you are going to budget like your cost of living. For you to live a poor life, you spend 40, 50K, guy.
To live a poor
Like
life.
just to live a poor life now. And some people are talking about, oh yeah, go and marry.
Marry what? Marry
Marry
who?
what? It's not as if when you marry, they will give you the money
Do
to
you
be
get?
taking care of yourself.
They will not be like, born,
Yeah,
born.
give birth as if they will pay your child's school fees. See, Nigeria is not easy. It's not easy. Like I said, this week was fucking hell.
If you have means
Coupled
to
with the
get
fact,
out, Chakpa.
yeah, in fact, I was telling someone, I said, I'm not somebody who is all about the Japa culture. It has never been my thing. I don't mind going abroad to like experience, how it is. But me, like, oh, I got fucking leave this country. That's never really been my thing. But this week, I considered, like, I seriously, no, you can imagine paying 30K so you can breathe oxygen. Yes, it's really, really weird. Like, it's really weird. So this
This
week
one.
it was fucking hell for me, man. Shout out to all my friends I was able to complain to. You guys are the best, man. You guys are the fucking best. Yeah, so that's how our week was. And today we're going to be talking about what it's like to travel in Nigeria.
Wahala, wahala, wahala.
I wanted to have Toby on this episode because he know they sit down for one place. Lagos,
Yeah,
Lagos to their
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like if
Well,
you if you're
in my
uh,
defense, my
uh,
my I I I am, what do you call it? I'm an adventurer. So
imagine,
it is
imagine.
adventurous to, oh, by the way, I've never ever taken an aircraft. Like I've never
Me
ridden
too. Both of
I've
us are in
never
the
flown
trenches.
by air.
Yeah, both
But
of us are in the
I will
trenches.
shock you by saying I've been to 30 out of 36 states.
30. Wow, that
Yes.
was very impressive.
By
I
road.
I've not been to a lot. Okay, if you count states that I have passed through, I would say it's quite a number. But like states that I've actually like come down and put my leg on the floor, it's decent, but it's not down. They're not that much. Service took me to some places. Then where I'm working currently also, took me to some more places, and but
At the
I've
end
not
of
been
the earth.
to say the end of the year. Actually, it's true. This is a border state. I just realized.
So
So in a way, it's end of.
when Sudan start attacking Nigeria, the first they will carry.
See this guy. I mean, when they don't kidnap me, I don't have money. I can't go beg with. I mean,
And church no go contribute for you. Yeah, no.
why you go to this the house of God?
I'm not. I'm saying you're not a full member of the church.
I'm a full member, man. I was born in that church.
Yeah, you were born there. That's it.
Yeah, our last episode on wedding, we said a lot of things, especially about our church. To my pastors, please have mercy. We're not dissing the church, but have mercy. That episode will drop before this episode, so yeah, please, when I have mercy, I'm apologizing. Yeah, and I wanted to say, yeah, if you are not a rich kid like us, you will definitely relate to a lot of things on this
Yeah,
traveling.
yeah,
Yeah,
you will.
yeah. Clearly, we know the entire aeroplane. I was chatting with this babe one time, and she told me, oh, we're like, talking stage ish. And I asked her what are the things she likes to do. And she told me traveling. And she said, what about me? I said, I don't like traveling. And she's like, wow, you don't like flying? I'm like, huh?
Wait.
Rich man picking go think, say, all of us, they fly. Like, bro, the
God,
closest
I
I
beg.
come to flying is probably a witch threatening to carry me to their meeting or something, man. I've never,
Or
okay, I have
excursion.
everything. Yes, we
Excursion
went
to go
for
and see
excursion.
aeroplane.
Yes. I think we're like primary three. Have you what class
Yeah,
were you?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was our only time entering aeroplane. Guy, we need
Did
to
we enter?
upgrade.
Did we enter?
We entered now. Then we came down.
Eh,
Yes.
eh. I
We
can't
did
remember
enter.
entering. No.
As soon as we got to the airport, a plane was just landing. So, like after the passengers had come down, they let us climb in and then
Oh.
came back out. Yes.
Mm,
But we not sit down. You enter and look and get the fuck out because your papa know if you afford flight.
mm.
It's not easy to be in HIHs.
It's not
But
easy. Oh.
it's really not easy at all. So yeah, I told the babe, man, now boss they get me, now boss they get me like this. She was not like but I thought you said you served in Ogu and you went from Jos. Don't tell me you entered like boss.
Hey,
Man,
wait.
I think it was that day that I knew that it was not going to work out with me and this babe because I was
Your
clearly
standards were too low.
no guy, I was clearly too poor. Like, what do
Yes,
you mean
now.
I don't like flying?
Like you are the low standard. You
You
are
understand?
the you are the pauper that the prince used to come to the village and marry. And take you out of the village.
Yeah, I know, man. Seriously, like it's really not funny. And then the babe talked about her parents, prefer their safety and how all of them always fly everywhere. Okay,
Wow.
good for you.
Okay.
Then
That's really great.
she was trying to come down to my level. She's not like, yeah, but there are some short distances that I take a
Please,
bus.
please
Shut
hold
the
it.
fuck.
Please hold it.
Keep,
Please hold it.
keep your
Keep
PT.
that information to
She's not telling
yourself.
about how from like Lagos to Ibadan
What's
they
that?
take a bus. Lagos to Ibadan is 45 minutes by road.
Like, is that even a
Which
journey?
again? Like, bro, guy,
Is that a
come on.
journey? Is that not how we used to normally go from like Command to Flamingo?
As the guy, you get like, please don't make me feel better. I understand I'm poor. Leave me alone. Like, seriously. So yeah, if you are a trend kid like us, you definitely will relate to a lot of things we're going to be
And
talking
if you are
about.
not a trenches kid, you better learn that people are
Open
going through
your
some
ear.
stuff. You
Exactly.
can
Open
send
your
us
ear.
money too. We love you.
Yeah, man. So okay, let's talk about what it's like being in a transport park. Like, in fact,
Oh boy.
sir, what's the worst? What park do you think is the worst park that you have been to?
Guys, get get on your seatbelt and you know enjoy this because I'm about to reveal a lot to you. Plenty. Now, when you are talking of worst transport park, I will start from plateau riders. But then,
Bro,
but then when you
bro,
talk of
taxi
plateau
rider.
riders, you think they are the worst till you enter Benue links. My God in heaven, my God in heaven. Once again, my God in heaven. Benue Links Park show me that animals are actually human form. Like I understand you what she was singing. What? I'm going to hold my terrible reactions. Let me explain plateau riders. Plateau riders, they do not care about how you guys are going to survive to reach where you are going to.
Bro, Jesus
Because
Christ.
tell me how they will pack 6 sack of guaza. In case you don't know what guaza is, it's cocoyam with people's load on top of one bus. Each of those
Oh
sack, the person was paying, I think, 5k to Abuja for
my
eight
God.
sacks of guaza. Now only one person. Usually they are supposed to share it among like all the buses, but the man
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to collect the entire money. This guy put our load because we're traveling. I think we're 8 photographers traveling.
yeah,
No, 7. So literally, we're the only ones in the bus, and we don't put equipment at the booth now. We keep it with us. So the booth was literally empty. You know that this guy loaded the vehicle, and after we complained to like the manager, he was like, "Okay, that we should pity him. He's a young boy like us. He's just hustling." We say, "Okay, oh, hope we are going to reach there today." Guess what? We have not left terminus. This guy had
man.
almost had accident 2 times.
Wow.
Now, if you know where Plateau Riders and terminus is like trekkable distance.
It's trackable now. It's like a
Do
5 minutes walk.
do you know what it means to almost have accident twice? This thing where all of us got really mad. This guy was speeding, like he was speeding with the aim of going to Abuja and coming back that same day with his eight
But
sack of
it's
guaza.
doable. But it's doable.
Calm down now. Around 12 in the afternoon that we left the park.
Oh, and he still wants to come back that same day.
Wait now.
Okay.
Guess what happened? This guy had faulty brakes,
Oh
and
God.
this was a Sunday morning. So
Oh
this
God.
guy's vehicle broke down at Welcome to Jos.
Ah God.
So now
God.
if you are not in Plateau State, Welcome to Jos is like when you are leaving Jos to
Yeah,
leave.
yeah.
See, in my life, I do not fight. But if I wanted to beat somebody, I would have beaten that driver that day, and like uploaded a picture that see oh, if people know this guy, come and carry him because anywhere I see him, I'll still beat him. This
Nah,
guy
man.
was claiming right on top because his back brake pads were bad, his front brake pads were bad, and he parked his car to go and look for mechanic on a Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. Now, Plateau riders, none of their numbers go through, so they cannot send you extra bus. Do you
Yeah.
understand? And most parks do this thing. If you notice, the numbers they put on the vehicles are never going through, so that you cannot complain because they know the kind of shitty drivers they employ. Now,
No,
in
it's
case
mostly plateau riders actually. Those guys
in
are
case
assholes.
and Benue links, in case you travel by road, let me give you an OT. LV, there's something called LV that you see on vehicles. LV is a short term for loan vehicles. Now, loan vehicles are the ones that they like loan the driver to use. Then I think there's
Yeah.
another one. What's the name? I think it's PV. That's private vehicles. Those are the ones that is the drivers that own them. Now, if you are seeing LV going, I'll advise if you have patience, wait for private vehicle to be going because LV are owned by the government and loaned. So these guys don't spend their money repairing it. They use old
Yeah.
brake pads, they use old everything. But then if you're using the private vehicles now, those ones they are managed by the driver, except if you meet a
Yeah.
very unfortunate driver that really wants to take all of it to go and see Jesus. Now that was experience. Okay, my second experience with plateau riders was from Abuja to Jos. These guys had small vehicles because it
Yeah.
was December period. They did not want to like allow guys to go. You know that all of us paid, I think 6,000. That was last year. 6,000 naira to Jos for luxurious bus. And
Ah.
to make it interesting, that luxurious bus did not have enough space, but because of how much they wanted all of us to go, I sat down on
Yeah.
engine to enter Jos.
Luxurious
Like,
boss.
yes, luxurious bus. Like, there's the longest luxurious bus. Then there's the one that is like mini. I don't know if you
Ah.
get. Like
Yeah.
there's the largest size that all of us know that we used to call
Yeah. The ones
luxurious
that go
bus
to the east now.
that used to
Marco
go
Polo.
to the east, Macapolo. Then there's another one that's like a coastal bus, but it's not really as classy as a
Okay,
coastal
okay,
bus.
okay, 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 okay. I
Yeah.
think I know what you're talking about.
Now that was the one that they put us inside. And they were like, this one used to speed more than the small vehicle. And like, are all of you mad? Like, are you trying to deceive everybody here?
Simple
You
physics. Simple
people
physics.
people put like they put like 28 people inside that vehicle plus the entire back seat they use it for load, and then they were now telling us that there's no space, so me and one other guy should share the engine. I was like, I don't understand. Like, I'll sit down on engine and I'll still share it with somebody. They say yes. I told them there's no problem, I'm not going again. They now started begging me, and I said if they not remove, because I made sure they put my load under. I told them to
Yeah.
remove all the load and remove my load. That's how everybody started begging me. I said, me, I'm not going. I cannot sit down on engine. Then I think one man sacrificed his space and say him is going to sit down on the engine. Let me sit down on this
Now,
chair. I
wow.
sat down on this chair and I put my leg on the engine when he was sitting down. And that's how we came to Jos. So, bro,
Yeah.
that's for plateau riders. Now, if you want to have the worst experience in traveling, have an encounter with Benue Links. Benue Links
Feelings.
struggle. Benue Links struggle to disappoint you. Like, if you are disappointed by this your trip, they are planning for your next trip and saying, see, in your life you are going to see Shege. Most people that are on my WhatsApp usually ask me that, Femi, is it that you are cursed that anytime you are going anywhere you must just have a running with Benue? I say no. It's just that Benue links are the only transport vehicle that you know that anyhow they will arrive at the destination. But the problem is if you know that you don't have patience,
Yeah.
don't ever go there because now tell me why you go to a park by 6 in the morning. Everybody's every load is arranged. It's a vehicle that like is a small vehicle now, so it's
Mm.
just 7 people inside. There's space, everything. And where's driver? Driver has not woken up. I don't understand.
The driver not woken up as how.
Like, I don't understand. You have put us inside. You people have locked the car. Where the driver did? Where the driver did? That's how these people started. This driver came out and told us we should give him 5 minutes, let him wash armpit. Bro, like, you know when you are reading probably a book and they put hashtag tears in confusion. That's exactly what was on my face. I couldn't comprehend. This man came and was like, make una no vex. So he was smelling strong gin. I was like, okay. since I was the one in front, I'm just going to pretend like I'm not here. Thank God I
Yeah.
have power bank, I have phone. I put my earpiece and I started watching my movie. But I've not gotten out of Benue State. He entered filling station. Do you know this driver lost again? What happened? That he went to look for hot okpa. Wow! Wow!
Oh my God.
We were not going to Jos. We were not going to Abuja. We were going to Lagos.
Shit.
We were going to Lagos.
Omo.
This man entered the vehicle after he has hair para finished. He started driving. Jeje, like if you see the Jeje, I think Keke came to overtake us. Like 3, 4 Keke came to overtake us. And now turn and now look at this man. And I say, Oga, you no go verse with me. Life na Jeje. I tell him, say, I say, Oga, if you do not want courses,
Yeah.
just drive the way you know how to drive. Let's reach Lagos because it's not as if Lagos, no, it's not as if the road is good that will say, okay, if you just go from
Yes,
Benue to
actually,
Lagos,
that
do you know how
Kogi
far?
road
Do you know
especially.
how Kogi
Yes.
is? Like you can spend 7 hours. I don't know if you have traveled
Bro,
before.
Kogi
You can
State,
spend.
Kogi State is Kogi, they're supposed to scrap Kogi from Nigeria. That
Kogi
state
is not
is
supposed to
sorry
be
to all
part
of you
of.
from Kogi, man,
I'm
but
so
it's
sorry, but
fact.
you cannot be traveling and be passing through Kogi. Kogi is a
Nah, actually.
nightmare. Then this man passed through Kogi, passed through Ondo.
Nah,
If
wow.
you know this route I'm talking about, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Normally,
that's that's the road I follow now.
if you are speeding, if you are speeding through this part, you are going to actually spend at least nothing less than 4, 5 hours. Now
Yeah,
imagine
between
driving.
the two states.
Yes.
Yes.
Now imagine driving at a JJ pace. Well, to cut the long story short,
You read the next day.
we reached the next day around 6.
Why
And
not be saying
then
dog?
when we reached the park that because if you are paying to Lagos, they usually tell you either Aja or Ido Park. Now Ido Park is very very far from Aja, and you know how Lagos is very terrible road. Now
Yeah.
we paid extra because of Aja. I think we're like 6, 7. This man reach Ido Park and say he's not going again. No.
Man.
I had to
Man,
ask that. So if I had an interview this morning, I've missed my interview. He say, no be him they give me employment now. And I told all the park people there that if people don't want problem in this business, because me, I'm a very, very peaceful person, but this time I am going to choose violence. Nigeria breeds you for violence. I'm like,
actually.
I don't enter Lagos. I can show you my Lagos side now. If people not go and drop us, you refund the money. Everybody now say, okay, if you take boats now, una be rich children.
If I
I say,
see you
Oga,
stop.
if una no come carry us go, that's how they took us by fire by force to the Aja Park.
Now, wow.
So Benue links, and this is just the most recent one that happened. Let's not talk of when you go there and they will tell you your school bag that you want to put in the boot, drop 500 for load.
Bro, in fact, see, like these parks are just, and I think this park organization is usually terrible in the north. It's just
Yes.
because I noticed whenever I was coming back home when I was serving, the organization, especially in Ibadan, there's a hierarchy, there's a way they behave themselves. Quite all right, they are thugs and they are touts, but they behave themselves. Like everything is so much organized. But you see, in the north, guy, I have a video, this plateau that you're talking, this journey I embarked on. I made sure I booked for I was traveling on Saturday. I booked on Monday because I don't want to hear stories that touch. Guy,
Hmm.
if you see the load they put, guy,
Oh my
they
God.
were pressing grinding machine.
Oh
And a
God.
woman that had just given birth, her baby was with her guy. They were pressing the baby with grinding machine.
Ha.
Guy, it's plateau. See, the worst experience I had with plateau riders was actually from Taraba here. I was going to Jos and we started going. Less than 5 minutes into the journey, you can already tell that there's something wrong with the
The
vehicle.
car. Yes.
You can already
Yes.
tell.
Tattoo
You know,
riders, that's their
they will,
trademark.
not, they will
Bad
paint a
vehicles.
vehicle very bad, but they will paint it and to look new.
Yes. Yes.
Guy, you can already tell. The driver said no, it's a fuel issue. That's how we stopped. We stopped twice in less than 1 hour to buy fuel. Then before you know, about 1 hour outside of Jalingo, he decided that, oh yeah, now let him stop and do small repairs. Do you know we left Jalingo at, let me say, 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock our vehicle had spot. Do you know we were there till 7 p.m.?
My God.
That's when we got another vehicle that brought us back to Jalingo before we now took another one the following day.
Hey
Guy,
God.
plateau riders are the worst. I'm not even kidding. They are the
No,
worst.
no,
See,
no,
they are
no,
the
no.
worst.
You cannot say it. You cannot say they are the worst because I can't
I
stand
swear they are
and
the worst.
I can argue that Benue links are worse. You know where they
To
are
be fair,
sharing.
sir.
See, the reason why I'll say it is because I have traveled with Plateau Riders as much as I've traveled with Benue Links. And I will tell you that Benue Links compete in frustrating you. Do you know what it means when none of them are now deciding to speak English with you? They are not insulting you in TIV because they know you cannot hear them.
Yes.
Because tell me why we are driving instead of at least taking the incentive to like speed up or something, you stop and
Yeah.
say there's no how you can pass this place without buying pig meat and alcohol.
But see, guy, I actually think that this one is down to the drivers.
What I'm
In
telling you
fact,
is that, ba, their
let's even talk
vehicle,
about the drivers. Let's even talk about the drivers.
the
You see,
drivers,
like,
ba, the
yeah,
drivers are nonchalant. The drivers, they feel like if you like, complain. They are the ones in charge. Do you get?
yeah,
They do not listen to any. In fact, what they do is
nice one, nice one, nice one. All the
if you
lies where you don't
are
they tell girls, don't they choke you?
if you are in a vehicle bar with
Yeah,
a typical thief driver, the reason why I'm specifically saying thief is because they are the ones that I'm very used to their character. First things first, if there's a woman in the vehicle,
yeah.
they feel you are not authorized to talk. You're not authorized to speak like to them, complain about their driving. After all, you be woman. If you're a man that complains, they'll ask you, you be woman. I don't know if you are getting the jerk now. First off, as a woman, you're not allowed to talk to them because
Yes. And if
your
you're a man
husband
that
is not
talks,
here.
you're a
Now,
woman.
if you're a man, that, Oga, you be woman. If I carry your
Yeah,
brazier, they come now.
I've had a similar experience with this, but this was not Benue Links. This one, I visited my sister in Abeokuta and I was going back to Ota. Guy, this journey is 1 hour 30 minutes normally. So I left my sister's place by like 3 and I got to the park maybe 3:30. And I met this lady there. She was the first and I was the second. Bro, this driver, we were the first to load. Though. Somehow, we're the third to leave the park.
Oh my God.
We now finally started leaving the park around 4 to 5. But I said, okay, bad as a bad. 6:30 to 7, I for don't reach Otta. Bro, that's how these drivers. Okay, we encountered, okay, I don't know if you know how it is in the West. They have all these their unnecessary associations that stop motoring.
Yes, yes. It's
So,
everywhere now. It's everywhere.
yes, so one stopped our vehicle. And then the driver said, the at the park.
Yes.
And then the guy said he can go. Do you know our driver parked to go and argue with this guy?
Hey God. Hey
Already
God.
late. Oh. This guy went to go and argue. After he finished arguing like 10, 15 minutes like that, he came back. At the end of the day, he still paid another one for arguing. He now came back. That's how the lady said. She was the first to get here. This driver has been wasting our time. Now he came back. He can never apologize. My guy, that's how this driver started with this lady. Oh.
Oh God. Oh
This
God.
guy started that he has a type at home. She's an
Oh
ashawo.
God.
What
Oh
did she
God.
do? This,
Oh
this, this.
God. That's
My
what they
guy,
always say.
these
That's what
people
all these
and
drivers.
the lady too will not keep quiet.
They will
And
not keep quiet.
he's trying to look at me for support. I'm not going to support you. I just want to get home in peace. So I put my earpiece. I was not listening to anything, but I just put my earpiece so that I'll let you know that I don't want to talk. My guy, do you know that we now got to one place on the road? There was this iron like poking out from the ground. I don't know what happened there, but there was this iron clear as day. Everybody could see that iron poking out from the ground. At that point, the driver had the lady told the driver that he should focus on the road. This driver said he will leave the steering and stop looking
Oh
at the
God.
road. Do you know the first vehicle in front of us dodged that iron? Second vehicle in front of us dodged that iron. My driver was looking at the lady. He was fulfilling his promise. Do you know this guy climbed that iron and busted the tire?
Oh God.
That's
Oh
how we
God.
had to tackle. And do you know what fucking annoyed me? About 10, 15 vehicles that came after us, not a single one touched that iron. We're the only ones. That's
Hey.
how one old boy vexed and said he's not going, that the driver should give him back his money.
Oh.
That's how commotion started. So one man started shouting that he's a retired policeman. He will call police to pack all of us. What did they do? What did they do?
You should call the police. Some
My
people
guy,
have that kind of nonsense mouth
I said,
in every
last,
vehicle.
yeah, that's how last we repaired everything. But this driver continued arguing with this lady till we got to Otta, guy.
Yes,
Till
that's
we
how they are.
fucking got to Otta. Do you know this
Very
guy
stubborn.
missed my bus stop. Took me to another bus stop. I had to start locating my way to get home. And we finally reached Otta around 8 o'clock. Imagine,
Oh God.
since 3 o'clock that I got to the
Oh
park.
God.
I don't know what's up with drivers and being very sexist. I've
See,
mentioned it before.
they always do that thing. And
Yes, animal keke driver.
my problem is, but if you cannot have simple decorum, at least, then maybe bath well. Now you're smelling, your mouth is smelling, you are now arguing, pouring saliva, spraying
Bruh,
everybody with your sprays,
bruh.
and then you're speaking with so much aggression. There was one that we literally had to, because every time I'm traveling, the way I like traveling is I like traveling with, I don't know how people do it, but once they see me, they used to call me officer. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's because my bar hair is too shine, and I don't know
I
which.
the gym now, they carry iron.
And I don't know which officer will keep this kind of plenty beard, but they are always calling me officer. So anytime I reach the park, I don't talk to anybody. If they tell me money for load, I'll say I don't have money, and they'll put my load. Like, this kind. I know they follow anybody drag. I'm not coming here to say I'll go 2 days. I
Yeah,
know all, like, I've traveled with Bedering so much that I know every single driver that has been to Abuja and Jos, except the new ones. I know all
yeah.
their faces. There was a time, I think last year, I was shuffling between Abuja and Makodi so much that they started reserving a front seat for me.
Ah, nice.
Like every Friday, they'll just be like, if you are going there around 7, they'll just say, no, front seat don't they book. I'll now call her like, why nobody dey front seat? They say we don't book am for you, we dey expect you. That was how bad it was. But guy, with all that thing, those people are still the most disrespectful bunch I've ever met in my life. Imagine them telling a pregnant woman that if if she knew she wanted to be pregnant, she should have told her husband to have car to drive her to where she's going to.
So when poor person know the knack.
Like, like, and funny enough, one of these, I think one of the lessons I personally enjoyed and learned while traveling was I was with a military man, a very very high grade military man, because
Yeah,
I knew him from command days, and he was like, oh, because of the fuel thing, he just wants to enter Abuja and enter Abuja and meet his wife and like have a nice time with his wife. Do
yeah.
you know this man, for every checkpoint, he stopped making his calls and stopped pressing his phone? Like, imagine
Mm,
somebody that can easily just show his ID card
yeah.
behaving like that. Omo, that's how me too. I made sure that I started behaving like that for all my journeys, because the last time I passed through one checkpoint, I can't remember the checkpoint. You know that these people cut my earpiece. That they feel I'm calling someone. I'm like, look at me. Do I look like somebody that will call somebody for people? Why am
Yes,
I even
you look
calling?
like Boko Haram.
Wow. Fuck people
You know
say I
that
look like.
that your benchmark for head. You can't dey keep yet. I mean, no, you cannot really blame the soldiers.
Ba, this beard thing, this beard thing. I went to take
Yeah.
pictures at a Catholic church, and they told me not to enter the church. That that I look like the people that bomb people. And I'm like, do our kid I look like this?
Yes, yes. No, they don't want to
No.
take chances, guy.
No, bro. See, man, I'm really seeing Shaggy. And the problem is, I usually travel to other states for all these photographic gigs. And by the time the driver annoys you, that's why I don't travel on the day of my event. God forbid.
Now that's the
I don't
worst
travel.
possible
I
thing they
don't
can do.
travel. I don't travel on day of events. See, but if photographer has disappointed you before, you will not know all these background gist that is happening. But then imagine you finish facing all this and then you come to the location and be the place that you are supposed to stay. Maybe the person has said we prepare the hotel for you. You now go there, you now see that it's a 1-star hotel with like 47 rats inside the same room. Somebody has done it to me before now. Took me all the way to one village in Benue State. You see that Benue bar? I'm going to get there soon. Took me to one village in Benue State. After they put 2 people in front seat, then another one was sitting by the edge of driver. That's 4 people in front.
Now, wow.
And then like 4 people at the back.
No,
So,
I've actually seen that shit before.
yes,
Somebody
they
will
do
stay
it
close to the door, the driver will stay inside.
inside and be
Yeah,
driving.
yeah.
Then
I've
2
seen
people will
it.
be on this seat.
Yeah, 2
Yes.
people will be on the passenger seat. Yeah,
That was
and why the fuck? When did that become a normal thing?
That's what they
That's
do.
why I started taking buses.
Hmm.
Because
Mm,
it has become so, like, even Abuja taxis, even in the West,
yes.
the front
Yes,
seat,
they do it.
and then you want to
And
sit alone, tell you are paying for 2. Like, the white people that invented this vehicle, I don't think they designed this shit for 2 people. And I love to use seatbelt. You know this. Even when I'm driving, I always am on my seatbelt. So
yes,
why
now
the fuck are you now telling me that it's 2 of us are going to sit here?
you
What the
have
fuck
to
is
be
that?
2, and then 2 of you will now share it. Then your spinal cord now be at that spinal cord.
Spinal cord will be yes on the edge of the bro. No, worst.
See,
Guy,
man, somebody told me that I have the exact description for each of these cars that he actually believes me. See, bro, by the time you sit down, it's not your spine that will pain you, it's the middle of your ass crack that will start paining you because you're literally,
that's
ah,
true. No, honestly, it's a very inconvenient. Like, it's God. It's literally the worst. Yeah.
ah.
Well, these are just some of our experiences with
Just
drivers and
some.
all this.
Let's just talk. These are just some. Let's not
These
even
are just
enter with the
yeah,
vehicles. If it's
yeah.
vehicles, these people
Very
do
good.
not take care
I
of their
know
vehicles.
they don't.
They
They
do
don't.
not. They
They
don't
don't
care
care about that.
about the safety.
But
In
I
fact,
noticed that in the West, especially if you are going from Abuja to Lagos, their vehicles are more well kept than
those
um,
drivers, those drivers, they cherish their vehicles. They know the work they are doing. Do you get? Those are
yes.
the old time drivers. Those ones that.
But you see, the ones in the north, if you enter gallop wrongly and one iron trick you, you are going to die. It is just the truth.
Sure,
You are going to
sure,
die.
sure.
Nowadays,
Or you
it's not
die
the
of this thing, or you die of
kind
tetanus.
one that the gear is just one long stick.
Bro,
And then
this
the
if we're
dashboard,
talking
have
of
you seen the one that the dashboard doesn't have speedometer? The driver is just guessing.
they used to put on that fuel tank thing so that you people will not know that the fuel tank stuff is not working. They used to use paper and cover the fuel tank so
Yes. You know, they say driver the freestyler. He just a
they freestyle am.
freestyler.
So once he start filling his car doing one kind, you just see him entering filling station. And driver, your fuel don finish. Say yes, I see am for tank. You liar.
It's kind, man. Honestly, Nigerian drivers. Anyway, let's talk about I still want to talk about passengers, but we'll keep that one towards the end. Let's talk about experience like checkpoint a little. You mentioned, like, removing in checkpoint. I think
Yeah.
the closest, I would say, the most interesting interaction I've had at a checkpoint was I had my earpiece in, I was wearing a face mask, and I was tying a bandana. And oh, I
Nice.
was also wearing glasses, yes.
Very
So
nice. You criminal. You're lucky they don't shoot your left leg.
yes, the driver, but the
Stupid
soldier
boy.
just simply told me. He just said I should open the face mask and remove my glasses for identification. That was it. I already look like a responsible guy. I have a responsible looking face. So I
Yeah,
know if you say now
because
you,
you're
therefore don't
bound.
shoot you. If now you and you therefore don't shoot
Wait
yourself.
now, wait. Okay, so my own experience, funny experience with checkpoint. I think I've had countless, but there was this one I remember vividly. The driver was very angry, and he was driving in this manner that you know that any small mistake, all of us are actually dying. But me, I can't
Yeah.
die through vehicle. I've already told God, nothing will make me to die when I've not traveled with aircraft. Why would I die with motorway? So
Oh
this
yeah.
guy this guy was driving anyhow, and there was this soldier. I'll not call his name, but me and him used to work out in command. So
Yeah.
I don't know how he got posted to that checkpoint, and I was with face masks. This man flagged down our vehicle and told me to calm down. I didn't recognize him because now once they wear that
Yeah.
there are some that you see that they wear that skull cap, skull marks, cover their
Computer
head.
scarf.
Yes, they will now put some kind of forest thing on their body, so you are literally not knowing who the person is. But this guy came down, the driver don't they already hate the soldier. Say, now this me gone they give him a problem for this vehicle. Say make I ensure
they
say
go shoot your papa
say,
today.
say make they ensure say they keep me here for 2 hours. Soldier told the driver to park in front too. And so driver park. Driver still inside car based on now me they say make I come down. This guy delayed everybody for
My
like 10 minutes.
guy. My guy. They never delay you because your driver no green job right.
Yes now, yes now.
They
They say
don't do
park
us
for
this shit.
front.
That guy
Park for
fucked
front.
us up. Yes, he
Park
just
for
said, "I park
front.
in front." There's a way they delayed us, and then finally, when we're like trying to negotiate, our boss, like, this kind of situation where the quota is higher than the edge of the road.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So, guy, when we're trying to negotiate, now so our boss tilts. We have to
Oh
come down,
god.
push the boss back on the road,
Oh
guy,
god. Oh
because our
god.
driver refused to drop anything. And then the soldier was now shouting, because of 15 naira. Although I think due to the like exchange rates now, maybe they'll be collecting 200.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because
But
15 naira
that's
no
like that,
go
because of
no go.
50 naira. Oh my guy. Do you know a soldier literally told our driver that drop something if now will delay you people here. One
Yes, now
one journey I was
those
coming.
drivers are very, very stubborn.
Yeah, and the thing that pisses me off is, guy, this how they kidnap people and pass on these roads. You're not checking anything, you're just there to collect money. You're not our Nigerian security fix up, man. You guys should
Well,
fix
it
up.
is it
It's
is
fucked
also
up.
retrospective because let me not lie to you. There's something I realized. Now you see all these local. I don't know if have you passed through Benue before.
No,
By
not
the
that I
time you're
know.
entering inside Benue State, from any state, you are going to
Yeah.
see more than 57 checkpoints. Not soldiers, so 57 checkpoints of
Even Taraba has a
local
lot of checkpoints. Yes,
local.
all these hunters and all this stuff, huh? Yeah, you
Good.
know that Taraba is next to Benue.
Ha ha
So
ha
I
ha
think they
ha.
used to think a little the same. You
Good.
see all these mumu checkpoints with people wearing combat and slippers.
Yes, yes, combat and slippers. You see them wearing FSARs, they write FSARs or something like that. With that, their red and black polo. There's one red and black polo they used to wear. Then you will now see them. Most of them are they like bleaching. Very, very bleached
Okay, no,
soldiers.
this one I say don't.
They are not soldiers. Very, very
Yeah,
bleached paramilitary guys. Now, my problem with these guys is that, like, they are the ones that do the robbery. It's not as if like somebody is telling me
mad.
stories. They are the ones that do the robbery. So we had a convention in Benue State, and
Yeah,
first four luxurious buses passed with schools from Sokoto, Medukuri, all those things. Now, as the last vehicle was coming, probably they saw like three, four had passed.
yeah,
Omo, imagine, let's say there's checkpoints 1, 2, and 3. Both of them are not less, they are no more than 40 seconds away from each other.
yeah.
By the time they pass checkpoint 1, by checkpoint 2, they robbed them. Checkpoint 3 told them sorry.
Imagine.
Now tell me that these guys are doing any work. See, this country has to fix up because there's
No,
nobody that is
honestly.
even if you. Hi God. Hi.
No, honestly, he reached to Kai. He reached to Kai, guy. No, it's not even funny. It's not funny at all. Like the whole checkpoints is just a waste. We have so many checkpoints on the road, but they are not checking anything because kidnappers are still, they kidnapped one of our friend's sister in Abuja. They found her in Meduguri. I know they passed checkpoint because Abuja to Meduguri, you can't tell me checkpoint no day.
Plenty
You can't.
checkpoints.
You go
There
there.
was
Like,
you remember when I went back to Jos and I was like giving a testimony. I don't know if you're there of how they kidnapped like an old couple in front of our vehicle. So what
nah.
happened was that these guys came out with like a Vectra. They came out with a Vectra and started shooting, like started randomly shooting,
Eh?
and they were like trying to rally that particular. It was not as if people are like, don't travel with fine car. This is old Benz, the kind of Uncle Shei's
Yeah,
Mercedes now,
yeah.
his former Mercedes. That's the kind of old Benz. They push these guys inside bush, oh, told our own vehicle to wait, told the vehicle coming to wait, till they carried out their operation. And by the time they told our vehicle to move, our driver was now trying to stop to look. The way I can't even remember how, but I slapped the back of that man's head, and he's an elderly man. Slapped the back of his head and told him, if we don't leave this place, we saw them like they brought out the old couple and like they brought out the man and his wife,
Yeah.
old couple out of their house, and that's how, out of the car, and that's how they kidnapped those ones. No,
They will assume they have money.
yeah, if you're traveling on these roads in Nigeria, just know that you're literally, if you don't have God, then it's vibes and inshallah.
I swear, guy. The closest I've come to slapping a driver was on that Kogi road. They are like it's 2 lanes. It should be a good road, but trailers have spoiled one side of the road. And
Yeah.
then my driver is negotiating with oncoming trailers,
Oh
and
my
this
God.
idiot is changing CD
Oh
using
my
one
God.
hand to negotiate with high speed. And my guy, trailer was flashing light for us. This driver has not moved
And
back.
most of these
Guy,
trailers don't have
tap.
brakes.
Yes, I had to tap this guy. I had to tap him. That was the closest I've come to slapping the driver because God knows I wanted to slap him. And I was in the front. That's why I prefer, if I'm in a Sienna, I like to sit behind the driver so I don't see.
I sit in front
He
too. I
said,
have to
he
sit in
said the
front
worst
because
thing. Yeah, no, if it's like a comfortable Sienna now, I will sit at the back. They don't put load inside the vehicle.
yeah.
Like coming from the west. But if it's like Plateau Riders boss, oh my different though. You cannot press me with grinding machine. Yeah, so it's really anyway. Let's go for a short break and catch our breaths. We'll be right back with more on traveling in Nigeria.
More. We have plenty gist for you guys today.
Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast with your boy Obise Sanfelo. I'm still here with what's that your name again?
The Geniusgrapher, Femi.
Now the name where your papa give you. What's the word this boy?
Yes, Naim.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, yeah, before we continue, have you seen the trending topic on Twitter today?
No,
This
no,
lady that talked about how have you been on Twitter recently?
no. She talked about what?
She made a whole post about how her husband was not her spec because to him she was not handsome. To her he was not handsome. And anyway, they are married now. Something spec. You would think she's like one kind, at least an 8/10 body.
Oh God.
Anyway, that's not even like the hottest part of the story. Like the fact says she's not fine. I'm not saying she's not fine though. Insta blog says she's not fine. Let's not be as if I call people ugly. But like that was already an issue for debate because to be fair, this is my honest opinion. The guy fine passer. But she's
Okay.
making it about how she thought he was not handsome, but it's like they are married today or whatever. Now, here's the thing. Somebody now quoted their tweet and
Commented.
said that when they were in secondary school, the guy was very, very wicked, and two of them should get the fuck out.
I
And
saw it.
people in the comment section started dragging them that the guy is actually he was a wicked senior back then. That his elder brother was also wicked, and wickedness runs. You know how Twitter is.
Wow.
Somebody said
Wow.
wickedness runs in the family. Somebody said the lady looks like um a religious wicked stepmother, and two of them. See, please, not everything is supposed to be put on social media. If you are don't put don't post your family members on social media, guy.
Siva,
Person will get received, go drag una by the balls.
one thing I've learned about this social media thing is, but most people think like this clout chasing. They think they know how to properly chase clouds. Do you get, like, they
Yeah.
come out to say things not in the aim of celebrating, but they feel they want to put other people down by what they are saying. They don't know they are setting themselves up, especially on Twitter street. Twitter is not
Bro,
for the weak, guy.
I
Siva,
see, guy.
there was
Ha!
a time that they almost started dragging me on Twitter because something I posted. I deleted Twitter and deleted the account. Because you can blow from it too. But when they drag you on Twitter, you can never be
Yeah, oh
unblocked
my
again.
man. As in, yeah, oh my. Twitter,
Hmm.
Twitter streets are wild. That's the long and
Twitter
short,
shit,
man. That
Twitter.
story.
Like,
Man. Anyway, we're still talking about our experiences traveling on Nigeria roads of death. And like I said, if you cannot relate because you fly everywhere, good for you. And if you can relate, I don't want to say good for you because it sounds like I'm mocking you. But all of us did the same shoe, to be fair. So yeah, we're last talking about our experiences with checkpoints, and now we're going to be talking about. I think this is going to be like the best part of this episode.
roads currently in
Passengers,
Nigeria.
types of
Currently.
passengers
Because
in
from
Nigeria.
Lafia to Benue State, it used to take
I feel like
1 hour, 30
I
minutes.
yeah.
Now it will take you less than 30 minutes. Very smooth.
Did they repair the road?
They did not repair it, they did new roads.
Oh, nice.
So, like, it's
That's
very
very
neat.
cool.
And then, I don't know why Tinubu is building toll gates everywhere, but best of luck.
Wait, he's building another toll gate.
Toll gates, there are toll gates in every border of every state.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious.
Man, this guy. This guy. I thought he said he should let the poor breathe. Man, this guy is not letting the poor breathe. Oh.
Right, there's
He's
toll
choking every.
gates. There's toll gates entrance to Benue. There's toll gates entrance to Lafia. I think there's toll
There
gates.
was toll gates in Otta.
Yes, there'll be toll gates. There's toll
There
gates everywhere.
obviously there's Lekki toll gate.
Yeah.
Oh, now wow, this guy, as in, he's so creative in collecting money from
Yes,
the
now.
masses. I've
Yes,
never seen
now.
somebody with this guy business
By the
line
end
before.
of these 4 years, even if you are not earning in dollars, you would have paid your dues to Tinubu because that guy is going to be
Shit.
among world top richest men by the time he's leaving office, honestly.
God damn.
Yeah,
Ha.
yes,
Anyways.
we're talking of passengers, yeah?
after killing my mood. Wetin dey do this guy? Ah, God. Anyway, yeah, we're talking about passengers, man. Shit.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
so passengers,
Man, in Nigeria, you go jam different kind of passengers.
bruh.
That's just the truth. But I feel like it's the same. There's this category. You can still identify their
Yeah,
types
yeah,
in
yeah.
different.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
You see the
yeah.
people like
Let's
us that
start with.
mind our business.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That I think that would be like the suitable first category. They mind your
Mind
business
your business.
people. Like
Earpiece,
me,
chewing gum,
is power chewing
water,
gum,
bottle of
maybe
water,
biscuits, yeah,
Mirinda.
or a drink,
Before
front
it used
seat,
to be
or window
gala.
seat. Yes,
Yes,
before Jesus, does Gala still exist?
yes, it does in Lagos, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because now Gala supposed don't they reach 300, 400 now, abi?
No, they still say 100 naira gala, but like the inside thing is like toothpick.
No, the time Gala used to be 15 naira.
Yeah, yeah. Gone
Ha,
are those
God,
days, bro.
bro,
Gone
Gala
are
and
those days.
Lacasera. And see, the only duo better than Gala and Lacasera, maybe like Tom and Jerry, Timon and Pumbaa,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
more. God,
Your
man,
children will
man.
listen to this podcast and wonder whatever a gala was.
And what 15 naira is.
Yeah, yeah.
Because by the time man. Well, that's like the mind your business type people. People will nothing they concern them until things gas concern them. I'm
Mhm.
basically like that. I also don't like to talk to people inside vehicles.
Nothing
Be it
concern me. No
keke,
matter how fine the girl is, I really don't care.
bro, there was the last journey I was on. There was this fine girl in, like, she was in between two guys, me and another guy, and she was sleeping and leaning her head on my shoulders and all. I mean, based on everything, I suppose like follow how far now. No, on a normal, I don't like to approach ladies, and let's keep it like that. I don't talk to people inside vehicles. I don't like to be friendly. Like, I don't know. Please, may everybody just mind their business. Let
Everybody
everybody
get
just
out.
mind their business. May everybody get out. Like, it can be good and it can be frustrating. There was this guy I met in the very okay. He helped me out. I wanted to buy Aboki AirPods at the park. You know those Aboki AirPods?
Yeah, yeah.
Those ones are only find a picture. If you bend your head, the music will off in the ear there. He helped me out. Anyway, long and short to be say, this guy, after the whole thing, started disturbing me to fund his event or some shit. Nigga, I just met you like
Found his
yesterday. Leave me
event.
the fuck alone. You get like So there are many reasons why I don't like to talk to people inside vehicles. Now, let's get into the cocoa. Number one, the loud and noisy ones.
Ah,
These
God.
ones are usually Igbo or Yoruba. I'm
They
Yoruba, so it
always
is fine.
they always have a story to tell. A story that is
Bro,
not relevant. Imagine somebody traveling and passing the road that they usually kidnap people and say, hey, I just have a feeling they'll kidnap us today. Are you mad? Can't you shut up? Some people are unfortunate too. I hope you never jam them inside vehicles. Some people are very unfortunate, I swear.
oh my god, shit.
They'll be like,
How person go talk that kind
they'll
of
be
thing? Now
like,
you
you
so
know that
upset.
you know that Hawan Kibo road to Jos.
Yeah.
We got there and this guy was like, this Hawan Kibo road. That's how trailer fell on the other car that day. This trailer that is beside us, let's not fall on our head. Like, what is your problem? Are you
Shut the
unfortunate?
fuck up. Did they shoot on your head? What is wrong with you? No,
Some people are like that. Honestly, some people are like that.
no, man. Some people say rubbish. Some people say rubbish a lot. Oh my god.
See, but traveling
And-
in Nigeria, just get ready that once you're entering the park, you have to have encounter with a being that will annoy the devil.
yeah, in most situations, you will meet one. That's why I prefer to sit in the front. Let me rise above the rubbish.
Then
Or
his
should I say,
driver.
sit in front of the rubbish. No, honestly. Okay, before we even talk about the rest, let's talk about these pastors you meet at the park.
Oh God.
The longest time, I used to feel, okay, yeah, this person is definitely God sent. But then I realized over time that these niggas are there to guilt trip the fuck out of you and cash out on your head.
You know, but
Like,
this thing started as a an honest
yes, definitely.
stuff going on for some people. There are still some drivers. In fact, there are some preachers, but that I know. I think I've only seen it once that doesn't collect money. People like, no, I
Hmm.
didn't pray for you to get your money. I pray to you have a safe journey. Guy, I was moved. Like I was moved. That was the only
But
thing that moved me.
you should say no be
No,
updates.
no be
Tactic.
updates. No, no be updates. It's a long time ago. It's not even now. So that's the
Yeah,
reason
no.
why. But now they'll be like anything
Ah,
you can give to support the
and
missionary
there's always an
journey.
orphanage. Yes, there's always an orphanage. What's up with that? They're always guilt tripping you. Like, they will come, brethren, this is the time to like that whole message about brethren, this is the time. The time is now. It's like basically telling you as you go this journey, you're going to die. I mean, on a normal, when you're about to travel, you already have it in your mind that anything can happen. So you are trying to be right with God.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
them coming to add fuel into the fire of brethren, this is the last chance for you. You are now adding fear. So by the time they are now telling you about how you should drop something, you want to be right with God, so you want to drop. Now here's the thing: after they finish dropping, they now pray this word prayer for everybody. Be like, brethren, we thank God for those that have dropped. For those that have not dropped, we pray. There's way they will make you
yeah.
feel so bad
Yes,
about not
yes.
dropping. I used to drop for the longest time. I always dropped, and to be honest, it's not because I believed in the prayer, it's because I was scared of dying. That's just the truth. So after some time, I'm like, don't be say the prayer when me self don't pray, God no hear am. You get
At all.
like this guilt
When
tripping should stop.
when 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 you get to the point that you realize that this your salvation is for you, and it's not somebody that it's not in the days of the prophets that is prophets that will be able to pray, and their
Yes.
prayer will be answered on your behalf. That's why your belief is everything when you are traveling. And most people will just go and be guilt tripped by those people that will say, if you don't drop money, your journey will not be successful. Are you mad?
And
I
you
the
die.
one in charge of heavenly armies. Masters,
Man,
who go die
it's
go still die.
facts. To be fair, it's facts. And yeah, if you travel by road, odds are it's probably going to be you. If unless you are flying all the time, plane crash are rare. If you are traveling by road, man, just always prepare yourself. Just prepare for the worst. This is probably not like a great thing to say, but it is the truth. Nigerian
Yeah,
roads
you
are
have you have
fucking bad.
you have trauma with
They are
accidents.
fucking
That's true. I just remembered.
yes. Actually, I was in an accident. I've been in like three accidents. But
Yeah,
here's the weird thing: I've never come out of an accident seriously hurt.
yeah.
Never.
I've
But
never had any
2002,
accident injury.
In 2002, we're in this serious accident with my family,
Yeah.
and I was the only one that came out without an injury. Every other person was seriously injured. In fact, my mom still limps from the injury. My sister had it was really bad though. And then I think the next accident I had after that was with Olu. Yes. When I came coming back from church, I'll never forget, it was a youth Sunday. And we're driving. That's how this Hilux, you know that Amadu Bello, you know the way they park.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's how this Hilux reversed into our keke.
Oh my god.
And Nami
Oh
did the edge. So
yes, yes.
I raised
Coca-Cola
my
Coca-Cola vehicle reversed into my father's car, and I was
car
sitting in the
almost.
front seat. I mean, yes,
Fuck.
I've sitting in the front seat. So he reversed, like, you know how they used to run and maybe give body
Yeah.
when you're playing ball now. That's how they thing give
Yeah.
body to the vehicle, and then I just saw the vehicle tilting with me inside, and
Shit.
I think I brought out. That's like till today. That's one of the most awkward events I've remembered, because the vehicle was legit going down. I don't know how. I opened the car seat and started pushing it back. Because as the guy pushed us, as the guy like saw that he had already tilted us, he drove forward. So it's not as if he was still pushing the vehicle. So it was just this
Yeah.
slow mo tilting, and me opening it feeling like a superhero and tilting the car back, and the car actually landed back on its four wheels, but then
Adrenaline.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. Well, man,
Oh,
that one with Olu, that's how the Hilux reversed into the keke and the light smashed on my
oh my
hand,
god.
my elbow. Yeah, my hand was sore for a while, but I was fine. Then the most recent accident ish I have had is, you know, that curve around Signal Barracks
Yeah,
from
yeah,
coming from my side, that curve.
yeah.
So a vehicle was pulling another vehicle with rope that was not good, and our keke was there. That's how the rope caught, and the vehicle behind spun out of control.
Oh god.
Guy, it spun twice.
Oh
This
god.
guy, I was seeing it happen. And the idiot next to me was frozen. Thank God we're only two. I've already stood up. If I had sat there, guy, my leg would have been gone.
Oh
I
god.
stood up and the car entered half of our keke, guy. Thank God I had stood up. I was a bit injured, but I still went to play ball. Yeah, I went to play ball. If you remember, St. Perians, we went to go
Oh,
play ball. And
oh
then
okay.
it was when I went to play ball, I got injured during the ball. And then I told them at work I had accident.
God, god.
Yeah, that's how I was doing. I told them I had accident. Yeah, man. I've been in like close calls. There was this
Yeah.
situation where a vehicle spun out of control, but it didn't hit our keke. Then there was another one of trailer brushing our keke. Then there was, oh yeah, when I was in Ibadan, I was on bike and another bike entered my bike. But I
God.
was also holding my box. So my box fell and then I landed on the box.
No.
See,
I
Nigerian
think
roads
I
they're
think
just something else.
the ones I can remember, the ones that are very creative are the bike accidents, because bike men, like bike men, especially if you grow up in the north, you know that Hausa bike men have like 12 lives. You people hear this thing,
Yeah,
but
they
you
drive.
probably think it's a lie. But these guys
Yeah,
actually have 12
they
lives,
drive like
because
they're mad.
they drive like maybe somebody's holding their life somewhere. Do you get?
They
And
don't care.
they are just puppets. Because tell me why you are moving at the speed of a power bike with a Jinchen. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
These guys are not. They're okay. So this guy, they did new roads in the time I was schooling in this uni agric. They did new roads there. So this guy, like, testing new road now. He picked me
Mm,
up from. How will I describe it to you now? Okay, you know how that Signal Barrack junction is, that curve.
yeah.
That was exactly the kind of curve that the road had. You know, this guy bent in a way that my leg and his knee was touching the floor.
Jesus. Power bikes there.
Yes, you see that thing in motorbike, like motorbike races, and this
Yeah.
guy is doing it with Jinchen. And I now whisper that, Oga, you say nothing will happen to me if both of us get accident, but you go get the brunt of everything we're supposed to get. And I started saying, which kind of talk with this? Which kind of talk with this? That's how he packed and said he's not going again. I said, no problem. And
You
I
know,
told
wish
the
I'm dead.
other, he told the other bike man not to carry me. One bike man came and carried me. I was like, you know, they join your colleagues do aluta. He said aluta for who no go give her money. He said the guy is very stupid. Why will he do something and come and start instigating others not to carry me because of his
Yeah.
stupidity? And I showed him my leg. I said, this is where the bruise is supposed to be. But check that man's leg. You go see her for there because I cannot be hot for somebody's stupidity. The bike man started looking at me and say he liked me. He want to carry me. Let's go. I said, oh, let's go. The man was driving
No,
there. That's it.
no, it's not easy. Seriously, Nigerian roads are not safe at all.
If you are
Like
if you
they
are
are
if
really
you're a
not safe.
driver or you're used to transportation, going from one place to another in Nigeria, just know that literally it's God that is either saving you
Nah, God, oh, nah, God, definitely not by your power or might.
or
Definitely
your
not.
juju used to work
Anyway,
once.
we're talking about types of
Passengers.
passengers.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the buyers and the eaters.
Oh
The one
God.
that must buy every fucking thing on the road and eat it.
Well, in my defense, when I'm traveling with my girlfriend, I always buy things because
Eh, you have girlfriend.
I have
Now they
girlfriend.
do relationship. Yeah, you know they do relationship. Wow. Okay.
I have girlfriend. Shout out to my girlfriend, by the way, are the most beautiful woman. I
Mention
love
her
you.
name. Mention her name.
Shout out to my girlfriend, Sophia. I love you.
Is
Back
that
to
only
what
name?
we were saying. Yes, now she knows
Guy,
herself.
how many Sophia you get? Mention the
What's
name,
your
we know who you
problem?
talk about.
It's just one Sophia, one.
Oh yeah, now no one, no one. Yeah.
So
So when I travel, now she dey chop everything wey they buy.
no, we buy stuff because we dey buy, buy maybe chips, potato chips, where we stop at. It's a rule that when we pass Lafia, we must buy that yam. Lafia yam. There's one yam like that. They sell it in Kogi too. Must buy Kogi yam, must buy Lafia yam.
Yeah,
It's just a rule.
I don't believe in buying food from a source
It,
that I cannot point out because
it's
I
not
always have
food
this
per
thing that
se.
if I die of food poisoning, I want to be able to say, oh yeah, that is where I bought that shit.
It's
Not
not
that I be
food.
like, oh yeah,
It's not
this one.
food.
Yeah, I'm now waiting.
Like it's not food per se, and we buy it from the person frying it. I don't know if you get.
Yeah.
It's always from the person
Okay,
frying
so
it.
you feel identify the person with the farm.
Yes, now they always
I,
get
is it
stationary space.
all those children that stepped on 1,000 naira and turned to
No.
yeah? That
What's your problem, guy?
that's true now. Anyways, yeah. Well, I
So,
get.
but then there are people that there was one annoying man when I was traveling. God, this man bought everything, and then the car started smelling of mess, and this man had the courage to say nobody should look at him. Are you mad? See,
See,
man.
that even when I was traveling recently, and oh god, that journey I told you that I was wearing face mask, glasses, and everything.
Yeah,
That I was sitting by the window, and only my window was working on the like opposite side.
yeah.
So these chicks are using my window to buy everything they see, and they're using my window to throw it out. Bros, I beg no vex. Bros, I beg no vex. I will
And then
vex.
all
I
those
will
all those
vex.
sellers will now come and knock your head with tray.
Yes, I'm chucking things inside. Oh god, okay, why did I say chucking? Inserting things in your window. It's freaking annoying. And this the last journey I was on, there was this lady and this guy. I don't know if they were married. They were buying everything. Why are you buying suya from somebody who is not
Guy,
at a suya?
that suya thing is not even healthy. You
It's
don't know
not
what you do not know the meat they are
exactly what
using, guy.
meat. Yes, you
You
cannot
don't
point
even
these
know.
guys out. You cannot point these guys out later
There are
on.
things I
Like I said,
cannot buy. There are things I cannot buy on the road. You see
because
Reke,
why the fuck are you buying suya from somebody that is hawking suya?
you
It
see
does not make
sugar
sense
cane,
now.
you see
Yeah,
suya
sugar
that they are
cane.
hawking. You
In fact,
see
let me take a quick detour on why I don't buy sugar cane from all these hawkers.
that video,
Yeah, that video of that guy washing this thing from it's his sugar cane
butter.
fell. Then here's the thing: my house is close to the road, and then I saw this sugar cane seller
Oh god,
pull out his bowler,
oh god.
pee, and then without washing his hand, rearrange his reiki after. Oh
Oh
God,
god.
that was the day I swore that I will never buy sugar cane from those guys. If I want to eat sugar cane, I go to Terminus and I buy the full stick. That's
Yeah.
it. Buy from hawkers. Anyway, if you don't know now, no. So back to what we're talking about. Yeah, why are you buying every fucking thing you see on the road? It is fucking annoying. You delay the vehicle. It's come on. I was told about this story about this guy too, who was just buying everything, and he was toasting this babe inside the vehicle. And it's like he ate something that upset his stomach. That was how he started begging the driver to stop, that he wanted to purge.
Oh God.
Then the driver stopped and he ran into the bush. But then, his reels don't finish now.
Yes.
So that's how they started looking for this girl 20 minutes. Apparently, they went and they found him. It's not as if was not done, but he was ashamed to come back to the vehicle.
Oh God.
You can imagine that kind of bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
if you're part of people that do this thing, stop it.
No,
Stop it.
Siba, except if you are very sure of the kind of stomach you have. In fact, even if you are very sure,
Crocodile stomach.
you don't have a reason to be eating anyhow. The reason why
Yeah,
me I can even buy stuff when I'm traveling is because I am very very sure. Like I am very very sure that I've not eaten because I don't eat in the morning before I travel.
me too. I
So
don't do that. I don't do
so
that.
I can buy stuff. Do you get? And the stuff I buy is not even as if they are all those things that I'm not supposed to buy. I don't know if you get like
Yeah, like I always buy sealed products like this.
buy stuff
And
that you can just eat
don't be
and
buying suya, or you be buying their fucking jollof rice and you are buying it. Are you insane?
yes, those
Like,
people that do
no,
that
some
thing.
people are just
Ready-made jollof rice. Are you mad?
like, what's your
No,
problem?
what am I saying? It's better jollof fried rice. That I do not know if they use oil or color. You
And
know
they,
what?
and they hawk fried rice.
Yes, guy, fried rice. You see liver and everything inside. And
Oh my
Uncle,
god.
you don't go like fried rice. Fried rice? Why? Why would I like fried rice? What's you people's problem? And they will
No,
serve you fried
seriously,
rice to you,
some
and
things
then
will
you see
stop.
these women will stop. They will stop on the road to go and use the toilets because obviously you don't know. In fact, one of the worst experience I've had with food and the legit food poisoning is that we went to this restaurant bar in school. Oh,
Yeah.
we went to this restaurant and we told the woman that we are hungry. She was like, food is not yet ready. We said, we'll wait. She said we should not worry. She's cooking fried rice to take only 10 minutes. Fried rice
Yeah.
in 10 minutes. Stop playing. She was like, no, now we should see. Bro, this woman brought fried rice in actually 9 minutes. I told them I'm not eating. Everybody was like, no, that they trust her, they trust her. I said, no, me, I'm not eating, but you push you eat. They said, but you are very hungry. I said, don't worry, I'll go and drink Gary at all.
Mm.
Guy, I thank God I drank my Gary. I thank the Almighty God for wisdom, strength, and privilege. Because those guys purged for like 3 days. One was actually hospitalized from food poisoning.
Now, wow.
So,
Omo,
no be everything
I'm
people
so
they
scared
chop.
of food poisoning.
No
Serious,
be
no be everything
everything
you go
people
chop.
they chop.
I've had
Haba.
experience with food poisoning a few times, and it's not funny. So I cannot be just eating anything. It does not make sense. And there are some people, you buy orange, you buy this, you now be pouring it inside the vehicle. What the fuck is your problem?
Yes,
Like, what
those
the
guys
fuck
that
is
don't
your
used to
problem?
throw things out, but they'll be throwing it on
Yeah,
the floor.
you are
Very
eating granules,
irritating,
you are dropping it inside. What is your problem? Some of you are
irritating
very, very
behavior.
uncultured.
They don't raise them properly. They raise them on swine farm. Kai.
So seriously, change. Now, the next set of people that I think are horrible to travel with, types of passengers, are women with children. I'm sorry. I'm very
Siba,
sorry,
my friend,
but
my
it's
friend,
true.
my friend Jacuzzi, she traveled in the same vehicle with I and my girlfriend, and you know what happened? This little baby threw up on her.
Oh God.
Siba, I've never been mortified the way I was mortified. Funny enough, I've sat with somebody that threw up like beside me, and I gave her my hanky like to clean up, and she was offering the hanky back. And in my mind, I was like, "Do you want me to elbow you?" But then I told her, "Nah, nah, don't worry, just be
What
fine."
the fuck?
But
Nah,
then
fam.
that small girl threw up on my friend's body, and you know, I watched the various stages her face went through. Oh God,
Ah, God.
oh God,
No,
I felt
seriously.
I felt so much pity for her because how how even if it's me, how will I even start feeling? Talk less of you. Do you get?
Yeah,
Um,
it's hi,
see, but
like
it's not
women with
easy. It's
children.
not.
I
It's not as
just
if. It's not as if we are faulting women for having children. No.
yes, we
Please
are definitely not.
don't get. We're born from mothers too, and our
Yes,
mothers definitely traveled with us. But I heard one driver say there are things you can give your children to avoid them like being what they call it,
a
avoid their stomach
nuisance
being yes, and avoid their stomach being upset. You get
before a journey.
yes before the journey. And then for women that maybe they cannot handle their kids, that's what pisses me off the most. Like your children
Mm.
cannot, your children cannot, they cannot listen to you. You're like,
Yes,
will you stop
you cannot
crying?
listen
Will you
to,
stop
and you are
crying?
still, or they are disturbing, hitting people in the sky. God, or the worst is like maybe driver stops for everybody to like urinate, and then the woman with the children are now taking more time, bro. Like I understand. Yes, it's not easy to be a mother, and the women will always want to put their children first, but it is God. There was this journey I was on, and all of us were men inside the vehicle. The
Hmm.
car spoiled. It was getting late. In fact, that was my first time in Jalingo. We later on arrived around 10 p.m. Guy, but you know this kind when you are feeding off the energy of your fellow passengers, you know that yes, this is not is a terrible situation, but
Yeah,
everybody is like chesting it. You get
yeah, yeah.
now this journey. I now told you that our vehicle spoiled 1 hour after we had left Jalingo. We had a lot of women with children.
Oh
Baba, it
God.
was really complain. You know this guy. What? Okay, now that you're complaining to me, what the fuck do you want me to do? I don't care. I'm a passenger like you. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, but shut the fuck up. Like, honestly, it's not a good. It's not a good situation to be in. And then
No, no,
the
no, no.
children, "No, yeah, I want this. Then the driver is driver, and then oh yeah, they also now correlate with buyers and eaters because the children always want something, and you now
Yeah,
want
they will
stop and
now
eat,
wait. They will now
bro.
wait.
Yeah,
They will now
it's
they will now be
honestly
asking for their change. They will now be
yes.
saying you don't want
Asking
this
for
one. Oh yeah, the
ah,
child doesn't want this one again. Why
as a
why are you pampering your child so much?
no.
Like, do you know how we traveled with our parents? You sit
My
down
guy,
very
you
composed
shut the
throughout.
fuck up. You
Like
get one item on
you
the
cannot
road,
you
and they will
cannot
pack
travel with
food.
my father and misbehave. You cannot
You
travel with my
can't
mother and misbehave. Like these people made me love journey because I was able to use my spirit of observation to observe rather than complain.
imagine
You
things. Use your brain. Don't be
you you
users for and I think I'm fortunate enough that like almost throughout my life traveling with my family, we've never had to enter public transport to travel. We've always gone with our vehicle. So in a way,
okay.
I'm thankful that will not be constituting nuisance for other people. It's really horrible
No, me,
when
I
ah,
thank God that the kind of training we had here, there are certain
yeah
things they no born you well to. Even if you want to cry in public transport, you have to cry silently. My father was that strict. Your tears, they don't born your tears with me, son. Hold it.
go, go chop slap and you
Because
gas cry silently.
my father can beg the driver to stop and take you to the bush and flog you proper and bring you back. So the fear of that flogging and stopping is what to make you
Yeah,
not to cry out and disturb
God,
anybody.
no,
I
seriously,
think the one
it's
time I tried to throw a tantrum was when I wanted one. Or you remember that inflatable aeroplane that they used to buy?
yeah, those big yes with beach balls
Yes, yes.
together.
I
Yeah,
wanted that aeroplane because I always wanted to be a pilot in my
yeah.
dreams. Um,
You see me which
hmm.
kind of
The way my father said no,
yeah,
I
I
was
mean
now grumbling. I was now, this
yes,
internal monologue you used to have with yourself.
yes.
And I say, what did you say? I say nothing. You remember my father knocked quite properly.
Normally, normally.
My father knocked me. I was humble till we reach Ekiti.
No, he's supposed, guy, he's
Come just
supposed.
to Ekiti. How many hours? I was humble. Like I didn't complain. I felt no hunger. Nothing.
No, it's to set it to your default setting,
Yes.
guy.
So
No, honestly, that's like these kids now. Nobody wants to beat their children and all.
yeah,
Have you
yeah.
ever had a situation where a mom is trying to get you to hold their child?
Yes,
I
yes.
won't. I won't hold your
This
child. I'm sorry.
this
I'm not holding
this
your child.
this thing happened, that I was the second passenger to come, and we are going to from Benue to Lafia. The woman was like, please, I have three children. Help me, I'll hold one. I'll hold the remaining two. And I'm
Hmm?
like, sorry,
Eh?
sorry. She was like, yes, please. I told her, oh, I'm so sorry, ma. I would have loved to help you, but I'm holding my laptop. She said, oh, okay, then I'll wait for the next passenger. But that's a very wrong thing to do. I'm not
It
saying
is.
people should not have human compassion, yeah. Obviously,
Yeah.
there are people that have human compassion, but it's a very wrong thing to do. You do not trust your children with strangers for any reason. There's
Exactly.
anything that can happen. It's just a child. Anything can
Yes.
happen. They can indoctrinate them just by staying with them. They can give them something to watch that you are not used to. There are plenty things can happen, guy, in the
Yes.
span of journey. And obviously, you're not going to have concentration on that child because you feel somebody's holding the child for you. What if they
Yes.
give them poison? Do you know this is how people join witchcraft?
Yeah, there was this story I read about this woman that gave her child to someone to hold. Apparently, the child died or something, and that's how they caught the person
You can
that held the
imagine.
child.
You can
Now,
imagine.
see, guy, there was this day, this woman, I think it was Kekesha. She said, please, can I? Okay, she turned and was like, she had started like, that please, I hold the child? But the way I looked at her, and, with my earpiece and all, she just turned to the other person and gave that, please, can she help? Then she was not telling the other person that, that I look fresh. And to be fair, I do look fresh. If to say you know, if I do say so myself. But the point is, I'm not going to hold your child. I'm sorry. Your child will vomit on me. You see, anything can go wrong. I don't want to be involved with your child. I'm sorry. I'm happy you have children. You are bringing life to the world. But no, I'm sorry. And this leads me to the next one. Another set of people to travel with that are not great are pregnant women. Damn,
Yeah.
damn, my
Somebody
guy.
was telling us an experience that haunts me till today. Spoke about that experience, and I still have nightmares of it. So they're talking of this thick Fulani that are covered like to the eyes, and she was traveling, and this, they sit opposite.
Yeah,
They're inside the bus, and then the space was not enough, and she was pregnant, so she was sitting opposite the woman.
yeah,
That's the woman was pregnant. Now she was wearing this Chelsea jersey short under her gown, so she
yeah,
lifted everything up now to the Chelsea jerseys, and she was like having this kind of smell. So she said once the vehicle is entering inside gallop,
yeah.
the entire boo boo she's wearing will go up, and then breeze will blow, and then everything will enter her nose.
Oh God,
Bro,
shit. Oh,
I told her
oh
that
my God.
I've never been traumatized in my life the way she has traumatized me, because I imagine everything, and everything came to pass in my imagination
Shit.
the way she said it. Omo, it's
Ah
not easy
man.
traveling with pregnant
I
women. That
I
see, if
once
if your wife
traveled
is
with one.
pregnant and she has to travel, please have money to provide for her. We're not
Yes,
saying
make
things are
make the best
easy.
possible condition. Yes, please.
We're, we're not
That's why I
saying
said
things are easy, but
I can't marry as a poor guy
you
because my
can
wife has to
afford.
be
If she
comfortable
has
for
to
me.
travel by public transport, you can afford 2 seats at least. I beg.
Please do
Like,
it.
it
I
boils
once
down
I
to the
once
fact that most men don't even cherish their wives. Like, they marry for marriage sake. I beg.
bro, you go see woman where they pregnant, they back one picking, they hold one
Haba.
picking, they struggle to
Haba.
enter keke with all this very
Haba.
unfair.
Haba.
Not even now that fuel is expensive. Before then. And you will see the husband drives the car.
Yes.
That's fucked up. It's
Yes.
fucked up
And
actually.
they'll be carrying small, small girls inside. Nonsense, nonsense people. We'll come back for an episode for that.
Yeah, we will
Rubbish.
definitely. We will definitely. Anyway, I wanted to say like I once entered Keke with this pregnant. Sorry, not Keke. I have entered Keke or pregnant woman. Let's leave that gist for the day we talk about Keke because I think that one deserves a topic on
Keke
it.
needs an episode, yes.
Bro, so like this pregnant woman told the person that it was blue whales. You at times you can book where you want to sit if you come
Yeah.
early enough and all.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she wanted to sit by the window. So they will assign a number to you. So when they were calling, they didn't call her at the number she registered. Like I think she came towards the end. But then they called her early. And then she started parrying that why would they call her early? She said she wanted to. Then I said, if you understand, blue whales, they sit three per chair.
Yeah, yeah.
Was number four so that she could sit by the window based
Okay.
on her complaint. That's how she was parrying. She didn't let this man explain. Oh. The man later explained that it's because they wanted to put her by the window the way she requested. Baba, while we're on the whole journey, she started spitting. Any small thing. Oh, oh God,
Oh
bro.
God. Oh
So,
God.
and
Oh
then
God.
again, she wanted to eat everything on the road. She had to make the driver stop so she could pee.
P. Yeah. Oh
Bro,
my
and
God.
she was always blowing her nose. Ah, God. See, pregnant women, you are bringing life to the world. You are beautiful. You are glowing and all. But man, man,
Oh, just protect your wives, man. Haba.
bruh, God, it was very uncomfortable. And that was my first time traveling alone. Guy, I felt like I would cry.
Yeah.
And that spitting thing irritates me, honestly. On a
Yeah.
normal, this
There are some people
pregnant.
that don't. There are some people that not even pregnant, especially the ones that you're not pregnant, you're not old, you're a
You're
young
just spitting
person,
anyhow.
you're dragging your leg and spitting. Are you
Oh, yes.
unfortunate?
Bro,
Like, do you
guy,
want to be
the lady,
cursed?
lady was as I'm sorry. Yeah, you know that Abuja, that whole road can be hot at times,
Yeah.
sweaty. It was just a mess. I honestly did not enjoy it. I don't wish it on anybody. And I know the child. This was 2014 when we went to write jam. If you remember, a lot of us wrote jam in Abuja.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
definitely the child is grown enough now. But man, at that period, man, your mama put me through here. Fuck. She was and here's the weird thing. She was sitting by the window, but this kind, her window is the one close to the road, and
Yeah.
the side I was one close to the side. So all these sellers are coming towards my side.
Your side. Yeah.
So she's making me buy all these things, and she's
Yeah.
making bro guy I suffered. Anyway, let's not be like say I'm hating on pregnant women. The last and I think the possibly the worst are the talkatives.
Hey.
Fuck. First of all, bro, if you want to talk to a stranger, why not just start a podcast?
Do you
Like,
get?
start a podcast. Don't
Hi
dis-
guys.
I don't know you, but although I have to admit, some people have mad gist. But
Interesting gist. Yes,
try and
yes,
round up
yes.
your gist before you drop.
Before we reach, yes.
Before we drop, please, because you can. Now I don't know if the man's wife has caught him when he was cheating on that
You
lady,
get,
because
you get.
you don't want to talk fast. You're there, man. But and this relates to the first point I talked about, like the noisy and the loud ones. Sorry, my
Yeah,
Yoruba people, you guys have a reputation for being
honestly,
obnoxiously loud,
yes. Too loud. You can
too
gist
loud.
without. Oh, yes, by the way, don't compare them, but then see people are second on the list. Do go on. Do
Man, no,
go
like
on.
Yoruba people are just
Yeah, that
like
thing is
Yoruba people
annoying.
have this
You
presence
are
of being loud.
shouting.
Normally.
You are.
You are shouting
That's
on
not what.
phone.
That,
One of my worst things I hate is when like somebody finish shouting on phone, especially like in a public transport. You finish
mm.
shouting. You now turn to me to explain what was going
Why
on
you're
the call.
shouting?
Fucking
I did
care.
not ask you.
I don't know you. I
I
don't
don't need
fucking
that
care.
information. I don't need it.
Exactly. I don't. Please leave me the fuck alone.
Now turn
So
and look
yeah,
at you and say, Egba me o. What's my business?
exactly,
By
exactly.
yourself. Don't by me,
I am not
idiot.
buying you anywhere. Leave me the fuck alone. So yeah, man. It's just really annoying.
Hi.
Somebody that wants to talk to you, someone that has not met you before, and then they want to chew your ear off. Like, bro, I just want to listen to my music or watch my movie in peace. Leave me the fuck
Please,
alone.
man.
Especially when it's not an interesting person or a fine person. Just really annoying. Wow, man. This episode is longer than most of the episodes I've been dropping. But
Yeah.
guys, I've actually enjoyed this episode as much as I've enjoyed making it.
And you
And
guys will enjoy it too.
yeah, I'm hoping by the time I'm listening back, the audio quality is smooth because this has actually happened to me before when I
Yeah.
had on here. Brother, we recorded 2 hours and then the audio quality was bad. So hopefully it will not be the same situation. We've come to the end of this episode. I want to thank everybody
Thank
for
you.
those who have made it this far. Thank you very much. I would like to thank Toby, the
Thank
Genius
you.
for coming on. And please continue to like, share, subscribe, tell everybody, continue to refer us. Please, I'm getting close to 1,000 listens, and I want to have at least 1,000 listens before this year. I'm not talking about 1,000 listeners, 1,000 listens before this year runs out. So please continue to push this podcast. God bless you. Thank you very much, and I hope to catch you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.